Hey guys, what's up? Now, I imagine you've missed me. Probably not, actually, but I have a really good reason for not having uploaded in the last few weeks, and that is, I got really drunk one night. I may or may not have thrown up all over my TV and ruined it. I did do that, actually. Now, I recently bought a new monitor and a desk, so I'm not just having a PC hooked up to TV like a peasant. But I figured I would get a story video out since it's a little easier to make, just to get some content on my channel again, and then I'll work on a bigger video next week or something. But today I'm here to tell you the story of the biggest douche in the universe. This is a story from when I was a junior in high school, and me and my group of friends were hooligans. We were all like 17, 18, even 20 years old, but we would still go out and ding-dong ditch like we were 12. And on this one specific night, my friend had a wrestling meet. Of course, we go to it, and afterwards, we go back to our town and decide to raise some heck. I'm family friendly, YouTube. I said heck instead of hell. Now, we go out and mess with the same people we usually do. It had become a tradition at this point to mess with these guys that we had labeled Asshole 1 and Asshole 2. They flipped us off once, so they had it coming to them. But this night, after we mess with those guys, we start looking for some new blood. And we find a house with a for sale sign by it. And naturally, my friend decides to pick it out of the yard and put it in another yard. And while he's doing that, I ding-dong ditched the house he was putting that sign by. And, of course, the lady that lives there comes outside and just gets really butthurt and calls the police. Now, it would really help if we had scattered away sooner. Now, keep in mind there was 4 of us. One guy just ran. We did not see him until, like, the end of the story, and the other 2 were with me. The other 2 ran. I just kind of walked because I was too lazy for that shit. And as I'm walking away, this lady yells out, "I called the cops!" And at first I didn't take her very seriously. Who calls the cops on a ding-dong ditcher? Well, we didn't want to take a risk, so we just go into hiding for about 15-20 minutes. I say 15 or 20, but it was probably like 5, and it was just our luck. The moment we come out of hiding, a cop drives down the street. He asks us what we had been up to tonight, and I just say we were just enjoying the night. My friend had a wrestling meet. Now we're back in town. He asked, "Did you ding-dong ditch anyone?" And of course I deny it. Then he just straight up says, because he matched a description of 3 people that were ding-dong ditching earlier, we had a call, and I just say, well, shit. He asks us for our IDs. Of course, since we were dumb teenagers, none of us had one on us. Not even the guy that was driving. He is just unamused, and the cop just puts us in the back of his car and takes us back to the lady's house. Now we get there, and this woman comes out, and she just has an aura of cunt. She walks out of her door, and just like, fee, fi, fo, thumb. Point is, she was a very hefty woman. She comes right up to the car and starts not just yelling at us, but yelling at the cop too. And he wasn't having none of that shit. This woman was really screwing herself over because at this point the cop is on our side. She's just yelling at all of us, saying, "I want justice for this. This cannot be let go of." And I just whisper to my friend, "What a fucking bitch." And the cop just kind of smirks and looks back. And I just say to her, "We don't want any trouble. We want to make this right. We're all genuinely sorry." And of course, she's not buying the apology. She says, "Oh yeah, of course now you're apologizing now that you've been caught." Well, yeah, if we didn't get caught, woman, how would we apologize to you? Are we just going to show up and knock on your door? "Hey, we're the kids that ding-dong ditched you, but we're really sorry about it." The first ding-dong ditchers ever to feel bad about it, because it's simply just ringing a doorbell. If you're not expecting anyone and someone rings on your doorbell, odds are, if it's 9 o'clock, actually I think it was like 11 o'clock this night, it's a dumb kid or a Jehovah's Witness. But this woman, despite the cop saying that there's not much they can do to us, she just yells at him, "I want justice." And he breaks and says, "Fine, I'll call the chief of police and see what he thinks about this." To sum up that phone call, chief of police said that they would get laughed at if they tried to take this into a court of law. And at this point, the cop basically says, yeah, fuck off, woman. Didn't actually say that, but it's way more entertaining to put it in those words. And about at this point, my other friend that ran off and was never to be seen again had texted me, and I just respond with, cop. But since that wonderful, super pleasant woman had nothing left she could do to us, the cop took us back to my friend's car. And on the way over there, he just kind of says, so, which one of you stepped in dog shit? I did. I kind of blamed my friend that was sitting on my right, but it was me. And it was really unfortunate too because I was wearing a pair of those Ziggs shoes, like the Reeboks that have the squiggly soles. And that's it for this story. If you want another story, I'll have a link to one right here on your screen now. And if you want to subscribe, click here. I would recommend liking this video or don't. It'll hurt my feelings if you don't, but you do you, boo.